Hello and welcome to Let's Play Endless Space 2, Series 8, Episode 21. I'm JC Proton, and we are picking up a turn 78. We are playing a standard faction of the Unfallen on endless difficulty in a normal speed game. As you can see, this is a single constellation ring galaxy. Alright, and I'm going to start this episode off a little different than I normally do. I've had a lot of good questions, comments, and requests for clarification from one of my viewers, Jeffrey Draper 4019. For some reason, 4019 reminds me of that scene in Monsters Incorporated where the monster comes back, there's a white sock on his back, and everybody is freaking out. It's like, we got a 2319, 2319, and which 2319 is the 23rd and 19th letters in the alphabet is WS, white sock. Anyway, for some reason, Jeffrey Draper 4019 reminds me of that. 2319, 4019. Anyway, so he had a couple of questions. Early on, we discovered that we have a massive increase in our thinkers and tinkers from SimCamp. Like this one is 265 on the main system, and the others are like 100 less. And the reason for that is because you get an extra 100 defense, or an extra 1,000 defense. So Quetzal, you see, has 2,700, I guess it's 2,650 defenders, and the others are about 1,000 less. And that comes from this ability here, Celestial Vines, and you see in the effects towards the end it says also grants a plus 1,000 defensive bonus to their home system, which apparently means you get a plus 1,000 defenders. So 1,000 defending troops with the whatever that ability, that thing is called. It translates at 1/10 the rate. SimCamp, yeah. SimCamp, 1/10 of your defenders counts as industry. So that's an extra 100 industry basically on your home system. So that was just a clarification of that. Let's see. Yeah, he was asking about the whole forged in battle thing. Yeah, so forged in battle, you have to hunt and injure 3 heroes commanding ships within like a large number of turns, and I apparently have credit for having completed one of those, which I think was when I had hunted down the United Empire fleet over here, and injured their hero when I defeated their fleet. And he was like, well, does the thieves and traders, doesn't it seem like that should also meet that, because the thieves and traders was the one where I got the carrier ship, and it seems like it would, right? Because the thieves and traders was, these are rogue heroes opposing Isyander's grand plan, right? And you have to hunt them down and destroy their ships, and then you get you hunt down the 3 rebel fleets, and then you get an academy ship, which I thought was going to be one of those medium-sized ships. Turns out it was a carrier, an academy carrier, which is overpowered right now. At this stage of the game, it seems like kind of too strong. But yeah, and I thought maybe it would count too, but apparently not. Apparently it has to be hero leaders of opposing factions or something like that. And then the other thing was, he was asking about with minor factions. He's like, dude, you can train foreign corps. What do you get with that? And it's like, you get fleet. They convert one of their population into a fleet, and all it costs you is whatever the luxury resources that they're needing. Like in this case, it would be 15. Let's see, and then you also have other each faction has its own way. So pragmatists do development grants. The warmongers do train foreign corps, and the temperate ones do selective migration, where they'll move one of their populations over to your system. They'll send it. So the deal with doing the the foreign core is they change one of their population into a military fleet. It's not just one ship usually. The later you are in the game, the more powerful the fleet. But more importantly is, excuse me, when you set up the game, if you choose weak minor factions, then the fleets that they make with that are going to be also be weak. If you take average, it's going to be average, meh, right? And if you choose strong minor civilizations, then those fleets are going to be actually pretty strong. At least early to mid game, they'll be as good as what you can build or better, probably, unless you're like a super duper, top tier player or mega faction or something. They're going to actually be useful ships if you chose strong minor faction, tough minor faction, something like that. So there's that's what that's about. And these guys, you can, if they're pragmatists, you basically get their special ability, whatever this, like in this case, is shipbuilders. So you just bribe them with whatever the resource is, and you get that, whatever that ability is that they grant normally if you assimilate them. So anyway, that's how those work. Wanted to run over those. I think that was all the questions I had noted, because I meant to do this last episode and I forgot. So, okay, so, excuse me. Okay, so on to this. The Quantitative Society. That one I went back and forth. I've literally gone back and forth on that one. Essentially what it boils down to is it's a bonus and penalty on influence and science for each of your systems in your empire for 15 turns. And one of them increases scientific party support, and the other one increases the religious party support. Excuse me. So where I've gone back and forth on this is I could choose plus 20 influence per system. I have 15 systems, so that's plus 300 influence, and it's only going to cost me minus 10 science per system. So that's minus 150 science. So getting an extra 300 influence per turn, and it's only going to cost me 150 science. 150 science is really negligible. That's, like what, 3 or 4% of my science production to get an increase of like 30, no, over 40, nearly 50% increase in my influence production, right? So that's pretty big increase, The flip side of that is if I chose the other, I'm getting 30 science per system, which 15 systems, we're talking 450 science, but it's going to cost me 15 influence per system. So 15 influence per system is 225 influence. So my influence is going to drop down to like a plus 150. So there's not much influence left over. I won't have enough to run other laws. And I'm like, I'll have enough to influence this election anyway, but that's about it. Then I'll be kind of tapped out. So if I need to do any diplomacy or whatever, I'm kind of going to be coming up short. I thought, well, we can just let it ride and not try to influence the election because the pacifists are probably going to win, and then just let the chips fall where they may. On this election here, it looks like either side, we could have the ecologists or the scientists or the industrialists, take second place. I'd be fine with all of those. I really don't care who's running my government, right? And then if I chose the embrace, then that's going to push the scientists a little bit higher than and they might beat out the ecologists. So if I don't spend any points, then it's probably going to be ecologist scientists. I'm not ecologist, pacifists and scientists. But, elections will really surprise you. So then, excuse me, man, I know this is going on and on. So I was like, okay, so I won't really need the whole thing is I want to run this this star boogie law for +3 movement, right? Well, I won't need to run it anymore once I have completed this research, which gives me an engine that's +2 faster than what my current engine is, and when I get this tech completed, which gives an extra space on my scout ships where I can put an engine on it, right? So I can put a 5-speed engine on scout ships, and I have a faster engine of +2. I mean, Star Boogie only gives me a +3, right? So if I can add +2 movement to all of my ships, then I don't really need to run Star Boogie anymore. And in the next tier, you also can get this, which gives another +2 movement to all your ships. So it will take a total of about 20. What is it here? Something like 24, 28 turns to get those knocked out, right? So if I'm doing it at an extra 450 science, that takes 10% off of that. So we're talking like 25 turns, and we're at turn 78. So that makes it basically I won't need Star Boogie after the next election. Not this election that's coming in 2 turns, but the following election. So I was like, you know what? Let's just go ahead and get Star Boogie now one more time, and we'll go for the science party, and we'll just sacrifice the influence for now, and then we'll basically move past needing to do Star Boogie sooner. Whew, excuse me. So, took a long time to say, but that was my whole thought process behind the whole thing as to why I'm choosing what I'm choosing. So, my choice that I choose to choose, and that's the thing with choices, is you get to choose the choice, but after the choice has been chosen, then like you have control until you've made the choice, and once you've made the choice, now it has control of you. So I'm choosing to embrace. I'm choosing to embrace, and that's going to give me increased science and reduced influence, and increases science political party support for the next 15 turns. And that will expire after 15 turns, right? And so then I'll get back my strong influence production again about 7 turns before the next election. So I'll start being able to pile up influence again before the next election. So I think all of those timings come in together pretty well, and I think I'm making an informed choice, a thoughtful choice. We'll see if it was the right choice, and only time will tell. Another cool thing I noticed is we are at for this Invader of Worlds, we're at 6 of 7. We're in first place. So all we have to do is invade one more system, and we get the 100 antimatter. So that is going to be pretty stacktastic. And here we are at Zosmanos with an invasion underway, and we've got. I think we're going to be able to take that one. I think we're going to get it. Right, and if we don't get that one, this one, Libra, is a lot more up in the air. I don't know that we're going to actually get that win. Kind of think we might not, but we'll find out. So I think one way or the other, I think we're going to get that deed. I think we're going to get that achievement, or whatever it's called. So we're going to go ahead and advance the turn. I don't think these dudes, these guys don't really have much movement left. So yeah, let's go ahead and rock this out. So we're definitely in the 1,000 club. We're in 1, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th. We're fifth place. We're definitely ahead. 150 points ahead of Vladimir at this point. So it's looking pretty good. We're definitely solidly in 5th place. We're in the middle of the pack basically here. The Horatio have pulled ahead of the Cravers. So the Cravers are in 2nd place now. Horatio is looking mighty. True Horatio is set to complete that quest in 4 turns. No surprise there. Horatio is crazy with the food production. Yeah, gain a new ally. That I didn't think that one was going to happen. Black hole over here. Let's just look at these messages first.
Your actions deserve the closest scrutiny.
Okay, they're worried about the other alliances. Yeah, we're not going to ally with anyone.
Hey, how's it going? Good to see you making something of yourselves.
Ground battle in Zosmanos. Okay. Show the location. Alright, here we go. Yeah, let's do this, man. Let's see if we can crush them. The tanks survived? Oh, that's not good. Protect system. 90 left, okay. We'll retreat and attack again. I want to retreat just so I get the troops back on the fleet. In case we need to fight. Okay, we got population that grew. Doesn't look like we need to move anything too urgently. AB's kind of full though. So we'll look at it. A lot of conversating happening. Alright.
Though we doubt the purity of your motives, the Protectorate has a proposal for you.
They're getting more motivated, aren't they? We have entwined Cilphi. Yeehaw, boys. System's ours now. Okay, we can do a Baron. Okay, well, I want to do the gas. I want to do a gas planet because those are 4 turns to settle. So I want to go ahead and do that one. All right, cool, man. Let's see here. We'll just quickly kind of queue some of this stuff up. That's 1 turn. That's 2. That's 3. That one's 3. Okay, so that 3, that 3, then there's 4 probably. Yeah. Okay, and I think that's enough to get it started. I'll do the rest off camera. And we'll have to send some population over here. I'm going to rename that one. I think it's going to be BD. Yeah, BD32. Because it's Area B, System Order D. On a star lane, 3 rocky planets and 2 gas planets. Okay, and I'll check all that stuff off camera as well. Yeehaw! Planet Cracker, Factory and Lab, and the Slag and Sludge Center. Okay, so this is really good. I'm going to be running through, and all of the places where I have strategic or luxury resources, I'm going to go ahead and change this to slag and sludge to increase the resource production. It increases both luxury and strategic resources. You see, I decided to do endless research park and world. I decided to go ahead and do it partly as a denial tactic, just so the others don't get it, but partly because I'm already at 15 out of 50. Oh, okay, 16 out of 15. I'm going over the over the line, Smokey. So yeah, I'm getting too many systems. I'm exceeding that, so I'm going to start having over colonization penalty. So it's a thing that's going to happen. So I was like, you know what? I might actually end up needing that approval after all. I thought I wouldn't, but maybe I am. So I'm going to go ahead and get that knocked out, hopefully. Galactic wide price increase, and I think I'm first place right now on that. Still, yeah, I'm still rank 1 on Endless Research Park and Endless World. So looks pretty good. I'll probably be able to get it. I'll probably beat everybody else out on that. It's 4 turns out. So feel pretty good about that. Alright, so let's go ahead and do our other invasion stuff. Let's see how this one's going to go. It's not looking too good. It looks like I'm going to need to do siege ships. And so I decided to go ahead and queue up these as well, since I have a fair bit of Hyperium, and I'm about to start being able to gather Hyperium resources now. So I want to see what the enhanced Loam class hull looks like, as far as see if the extra module slots, it might be decent to use as a siege ship or an invader troop carrier type ship. And same deal here with these coordinators. So these are the next 2 technologies I'm doing to try to knock those out real quick and start figuring out what I'm going to do for for invasions to make my invasions go better. Because right now, not doing so great. Alright, let's give this another go. And we'll see how this goes, man. Yeah, even Steven is not what you want to see. So I could be more conservative like this. And I'm basically just going to have to beat them down until they don't have any population left, which they have a lot of population there, so that's not really a winning move. I could blitz to try to beat them down more aggressively with twice the number of troops. We'll try one more time, but I'm almost out to the point where I'm going to have to give up. So let's try blitz one last time. And then after that, I may do preemptive bombing once or twice, and then after that, I'm out of gas. I won't have enough troops. So let's just see how the blitz goes. They're at 690 right now. And we'll see how this goes, man. He's drafting, so that gives him another 175 or 200 troops. Lost a third of our troops. Okay, and he's down to 270. Looks like if we keep going, we might be able to get him. I mean, we got him down by about 200, right? Because he was at 670, something like that, right? And he drafted 200. And now he's down to 270. So if he drafts again, he'll be at like 470. So from 670 to 270 was 400. Probably 2 more fights. We might beat him. It'll be close. It'll be close, man. that makes them be able to field smaller amounts of deployment, the plus 150 deployment limit. Okay. All right. We'll just move our fleets. Alright, so looks like this is not guarded. Hymnos. Okay, so that looks to be Vodiani. It's a little tricky because orange versus brown, right? No, I'm saying orange versus brown. Orange. Yeah, I'm not really thinking that clearly right now. Alright, did this ever... No, it did not get invaded by... Yeah, for whatever reason, this never got taken out by the Horatio. I don't know why. They had the power to do it, but they didn't do it. So they never crushed it. So it never caused a debris field. There's no reason for me to hang around. I'm going to go ahead and keep on exploring. Alright, so we have 5 probes. And we've got a Ruins 2, a Guardian, a Life Form, and a Signal 2. And then where is the next place I'm running? Looks like it's going to be Ying. Uh-oh. Well, my questioner cannot get away, so I'm going to leave my other ship there to fight. 32. Okay, well, should be okay. I think that's a fight we can probably win. Got some red sand, got that prowler trap. So he has, he has laser weapons. Well, those aren't very good against torpedoes, and this ship is armed with a torpedo and a gun. We're going to choose repair and recover. And I think we'll do okay. I think we'll do okay on this. Excuse me. I think we're going to do okay. And we'll not only survive, but we'll actually get some repairs in. So we shouldn't come out of this too badly. Okay, cool. It's nice that the pirates are attacking the ship that has more hit points. It's 2,300 hit points versus... Oh, that one. Oh, really? My questioner has more hit points than that one. I'm surprised. Okay, and that's definitely less than 30% damage, so he should be fully repaired. Cool, yep. Okay, I believe we're going to Ying next. Yep. Not sure why that didn't move. There we go. Cool, that worked out nicely. BD32 is entwined and colonized. Okay, QR32. We going to Varen or are we going to GM? Okay, Guardian, that's pretty good. Kind of want to come over here and shoot probes out and kind of take a peek at things. Okay. Lumeris are rocking a little fleet over here. 4 medium ships. Seems like they like guns quite a bit. And mass drivers, rail guns. Rail guns and beams, rail guns and lasers. Okay, so it's all mixed up. Mostly kinetic though.
The Hive cares little for the interests of other races. Talk.
Okay, so they have 2 minor factions that they've assimilated. Inclined to send probes in a direction I'm not going. I could see where I would want to eventually take a look at Pictor, since there are lots of curiosities there. I'm probably going to be going from here over to here, most likely. And hyena. Guardian. We have 7 movement left, 2 guardians, a subterranean, and a guardian. Okay. Let's do all 3 guardians. And we'll do the subterranean. And I think we're within the vision radius for camos. Yeah. So I think we're okay to just fly over there. Ooh, improved high eye plating. Okay, that's pretty cool. It's a cheaper, lower titanium cost version of an armor I already have. Probably won't really use it. Usually only use it on hero ships anyway. And even then it's a little situational. Okay, over to these guys. These guys, yeah. Seems like Imnos is guarded, but it's guarded by the Vodiani, who are guarding them their own system. I guess I'll go over there with the Lost Horatio in case there's hostile dudes there, and I'm just going to go ahead and get this Ruins and this Life Form real quick with him. And, you know, if I lose him, I lose him. So I'm just spamming as he arrives. Okay, looks like we're cool. 50 influence and for the cause battle tactic. If I remember right, that one I get confused between. There's one that you get influence, and there's another one where you spend influence and you get a massive, like 50% damage increase or something like that. Let me look. For the cause. Plus 1% defense bonus per squadron on. Okay, it's something different than what I was thinking. Okay. Okay, so that worked out okay. New Socken, I don't know that we have visibility over there. I feel like kind of one's going this way, one's going this way, one's going this way kind of thing going on here. Seems like NGC 1010 is an okay thing for me to fly up there. Did I have stuff left over at Lyra that I left behind? No, okay. Whew. Okay. Okay, I've got 5 probes, and I'm not even going to get to Nusaka in this turn, so I might as well send a probe. Although I've got one coming from here, I believe, so I'll have visibility anyway. I think I'm okay. Talitha. Is there something I need to look at, Talitha? Nope. Okay, good. Okay, and Remore has a Guardian. Okay, that shuttle's gonna hang out at Ying. Not even gonna guard. I don't want to take any chance on offending Horatio. Lost Horatio. Part of me wants to send a probe out there, and part of me is like, I don't want to spend a probe. I guess I'm just going to wait. Okay, the Vine Ship fleet. Okay, yeah, that's right. Don't want to forget these dudes. Wow. Fidus is in range 2 in entwine? I'm a bit surprised by that. Alright, well, let's come down here. Excuse me. And we'll entwine here. And that'll be done in one turn. Let's take both of these fire ships. Send them to Zosmanos. One of them will make it. And did we make any ships anywhere? No. Okay. All right, I think in the interest of time, I'm just going to stop the recording here. I'll do the rest of this stuff off camera. And we'll pick up next time. It'll probably be turn 80, I'm thinking. So, yeah, I don't think I'm forgetting anything important. And turn 80 is right before the next election. Any events that I'm forgetting? Yeah, I think that's everything that's important right now. So that's the plan, is we're going to, at the election, we're going to throw our support behind the scientists to try to get them to win again so that we can keep running Star Boogie for one more election cycle, you know, for about 20 more turns. And then after that, I think we're probably done with helping the scientists out. And we'll just, we'll reevaluate at that time, right? We'll reevaluate when we get close to turn 100 and the election that's going to follow there. So, all right, man. Thanks for all the questions, comments, suggestions, people subscribing, and all that good stuff. Keep all that good stuff coming. Yeah, thank you. Thank you for watching, and see you guys in the next video.